If souls are facing to the ceiling, it is called as Padmasana. Now the souls are facing the ceiling or opened up. Souls have opened up, it is Padmasana. If the souls are hidden, I can't see the souls, this is called as Swastikasana. If one soul is visible, this is called as Virasana. This is Virasana. And so for our practice, we'll sit in Siddhasana. It's the left heel as in as you can. Right heel over the left helps in dhyana. Helps in or sitting for a long time. If you are sitting for a long time in dhyana, this aids. In Padmasana, some people get cramps, legs go to sleep, legs gets into numbness. This overcomes that problem in Siddhasana. And, we say that in the Shastras it says we have 3 wives or 3 husbands, whatever you can call, women call husbands and girls, men call 3 wives. It's a 3, that is a mind. Mind forms in the mind is called as feminine. That mana is 3 forms it expresses. It says that one one mind, it is called as Kumana. It is a ku means negative thinking, always negative thinking, always goes towards the negative energy, always thinking negative. That is Kumana. It's one wife, it's called as Kumana, that always our part of the mind always thinks negative, always goes into the negative, always what will happen. That anxiety, always negative thinking, wishing ill of others. And another mind, it is called as Sumana. Sumana is a good mind. It's one is a bad mind, always drags us down. And another is called as Sumana. It's a good mind. It's our Shastra says, not stop it there. That it's a Sumana. It's a good way of starting the meditation. And at certain point, even the Sumana also has to stop. You have to relinquish that wife also. Kumana you have to give up, Sumana you have to give up, then it is called as Amana. It is called as, what is called as Amana. Amana means without mind. Without mind, it is called as in Yoga Shastra, in Patanjali calls this one as Unmani Bhava. Unmana and Amana. It's the same meaning. Unmani Bhava. It's a Unmani Bhava that even the mind stops. Dhyana, meditation technique. Meditation, to start off with a positive thing, start with there, and at certain point, even that mind also got to stop. That is called as Amana, or is Unmani Bhava. Unmani Bhava, in the mind, when the mind stops, the self start working. You get the flashes, that the creation, the creativity, that grand ideas, the flashes, the intuition starts flashing in the Amana, the self starts working. And that is called as self, it is called as, in Shastra, it is called as Swarupananda. Swarupananda is the first step towards the sadhana. Swarupa, one starts the experience of the glimpse of the self, that the beauty, that the ananda of the self, that our Jivatma's ananda is a bindu and Paramatma's ananda is sindhu. It's that you get the glimpse of the bindu, that when you realize that, when we realize that one, we realize the greatness of the Lord. That sindhu, we realizes that from the self-realization, Swarupananda is the first step, and God realization is the second step, further step. And moving from the Kumana to Sumana to Amana or Unmani Bhava to Unmani Bhava, from there it's self-realization to the God realization. These are the steps mentioned in our Upanishads and Vedas, meditation techniques. And in Sumana, that in meditation, you got to have imagination, wild imagination is required in meditation. Is the imagination plays a very dominant role both in outer world whereas in our inner sadhana. In our outer world, for example, recently Melbourne City Council, they floated a tender for upgrading the Flinders Station. Flinders Station, they want to, it's a old, they want to renovate that one along the Yarra River. They wanted to beautify that one. And to beautify that, they floated the tender, global tender was there. And many research people, that many architects, they designed that various concepts. It's a wild imagination, how it should look like. That some of the designs are worth billions of dollars. That one design, they submitted their proposal in YouTube. I saw that all 5 proposals. One of the redesign, it looked like a ship. That entire whole building looked like a ship and a train going under the ship. That YouTube, that wild imaginations. And these, if they get the tender, whatever imagination they have on the blueprint, they will execute that one and bring it to the reality. So it's a architects, that it's a wild imagination, out of box thinking, and they make it into a reality. Same is in our inner sadhana. Inner sadhana, that it's a imagination is required. Think of positive. Positive, always in the meditation, it's a think of positive, think of all perfect. It's all attributes, all positive attributes. And yatha yatha upasate tadaiva bhavati. Whatever you think and contemplate, you attain that one. Even that whatever auspicious, positive thinking you are thinking, it is still in the Sumana level, still in the mental level. And at certain point, when mind has to stop, we need not have to stop. It stops by itself. It stops when we think that one. At certain point, it stops itself, and when it stops, that when it starts, we associate ourselves with so many people, that my husband, my wife, my children, we spend so much of time on the children education. I got to take here, and our husband, look after the husband or wife. And one by one, when the strife comes, one departs. Even the most loving wife departs. She says goodbye. She has her own life. Husband has his own life. Everyone drop off at certain point. When we do the Amana, that experience, that when we start doing that one, when the mind stops and we start feeling the company, we get the vision of the Siddhas. It's a Siddha Purushas, it's a Mahapurushas. Darshana, we start having the flashes of them. That flashes, it indicates that you are not alone. That inner journey, we have to tread the inner journey alone, but these flashes indicates we are with you. Proceed. We are behind you. We are supporting you. March, go forward. That when we start getting the Amana, when Amana happens, we get the flashes of various rishis, various siddhas. They start giving the backbone support. Move on. They get the inspiration, insights for the going forward. That's and at times in the Amana state. At times we get the flash of the supreme. That we get the divine flash. Even the Bhagavatam says that flash, it lasts. It's not even the blink. Even the shorter than that blink, that flash, spurana, that the realization, even for the greatest jnanis, it happens like a flash and it disappears. And they crave for that one. Where have you disappeared? come again. But they can't demand that one, that it comes as a flash. It's those who do the sadhana, they understand what I am saying, that those who experience the bliss of this one, that it's not a theory, that it has to be experienced. For the experience, there is a step by step process, and where we start, where we end, it's a circle. Wherever we start, it's a good start. That it's nothing like I am starting from the beginning, that we have to start from the Kumana, move from the negative mind to the positive mind, and even the positive also has to stop. And it's a Amana or Unmani Bhava to the Swarupananda to the it's a Jnana, it's a Brahmananda, to the supreme realization. This is the path of the meditation. And we will start with in the meditation that all we can start is on a Sumana, on a positive attribute. Do sadhana, use sadhana. At certain point, even that stops. You long for that one, Amana. Long for Amana, that when you do that one, you get the backing, that the flashes of the various Siddha Purushas, that they come in your, as a flash, they give the inspiration for you to tread forward. That's why that those who do the sadhana, they are never afraid. It's afraid of anybody, that it's a fear slowly disappears, because there's nothing to fear. They have the backing of the Siddha Purushas. They give the moral support, energy, they give the energy, they help you to go further in, tread this path, be brave. It's a Upanishad, that is the message. Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavara Nibodhata. Get up, awake, do not stop. You are not a weak person, go. As you go in, you get the support of many people. Do not squander your time. Go again and again. This is the message of Upanishads, message of Vedas, and message of the people who have done the sadhana.